my name's Laura Cornell. I'm from Tottenham Hotspur Foundation. Just before I start, I'd be interested to know if anyone's heard of Tottenham Hotspur Foundation. Just a quick raise of hands. Okay, so those of you that have heard of us, do you know what we do? Any ideas in the audience?
You were there.
Yeah?
I guess, or I think you do outreach with young people and get them educated and get them involved in football. Of course, take it one step further and look after their education as well. So in terms of extra outreach and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of many things actually that we do. So hopefully today I'll give you a brief overview. There are a lot of different areas that we cover. My area specifically is education. I'll go on to discuss a few of the other areas and then sort of focus on my knowledge of education within the foundation. Okay. So who are we? Tottenham Hotspur Foundation is committed to providing the best sports, health, training and education programmes for all our communities, creating opportunities, encouraging enterprise and innovation, promoting social cohesion and enhancing life skills. So that's our mission statement. We work in the 4 North London boroughs, Barnet, Enfield, Haringey and Waltham Forest. And as you mentioned, we work with young people, but we also work with elderly people, disabled people, girls, boys, you know, the whole spectrum. So we're all about inclusion. We were established as a registered charity in 2006 with significant investment from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So for you guys, from a marketing perspective, obviously we can carry the Tottenham Hotspur logo, the brand, just put our foundation on it, which is very much positive marketing perspective. If I'm honest, in some circumstances it can be a hindrance. I was mentioning to someone earlier about because we are branded as Tottenham Hotspur, they are very, we are a brand of Tottenham Hotspur, the foundation. We're sometimes restricted from what we can and can't do because of Tottenham Hotspur being such a big global brand, and they're so protective over what, you know, what they're perceived to be around the world. As a foundation, what you guys might find shocking is that we don't have a Facebook page or a Twitter account. And what company do you know these days that doesn't have that? Tottenham Hotspur obviously have massive followers, and we're kind of linked in with their pages, and we're on their website, but it's very difficult to kind of put ourselves in the spotlight and get our own things set up because of restrictions from the club. So I don't know, you might find that interesting. But moving on, in 2010 the foundation reached a landmark, creating 1 million life-changing opportunities for people in our local communities. So that's, it might be a football project where kids just go and play football in the park every Friday night with a coach that's there to coach them and mentor them, or it could be an education project, or it could be some sort of disability inclusion project. I'll go on a little bit more to talk about the areas, and the DVD I'm going to show you will kind of hopefully highlight a bit more about what we do. So we have 5 key departments, including community development, health and well-being, equalities and inclusion, sports development and education, which is my sector. So community development is sort of, I don't know if anyone's heard of KICS. It's basically a project that lots of different charities and organisations and trusts and foundations, including ourselves, deliver. So our coaches will go out into predominantly estates, troubled estates, Tottenham in particular. We've got about 4 areas that we work in regularly, and it's for young people aged up to 18, I believe. And it's literally just something for them to do, like their own little community centre where they just go and play football or cricket or whatever they want to do, really. It's not so much a coaching session, which would be more your sports development, as just something for them to do to stop them potentially getting into trouble elsewhere, or you know, getting into gangs and things like that. So that's just one of our interventions for the community development. We've also got a project called the 18 Project. It's called 18 because it's endorsed by Jermaine Defoe. Everyone heard of Jermaine Defoe? Yeah. And his number on his shirt is 18. So it's kind of good exposure as well from a marketing perspective. Those that are aware of Jermaine Defoe, the fact that he endorses it as well gives it a lot more sort of strength, if you like. That project is working with children in care. Again, I think it's up to 18. Those children that are in care, it's encouraging them to take on, it's basically education and training really, and employment. So our target market as a whole is, have you heard of NEET? So it's people who are not in education, employment and training, NEET. And that's what we aim to deliver for our participants. Health and wellbeing is a relatively new area that we work in, and that's raising awareness on things like a current one that we've got, a programme is raising awareness for bowel cancer and lung cancer. So that's just going out into the community, giving out leaflets or giving talks, seminars, workshops. Another big one is men's health. Men, no offence, but are renowned for not going to a doctor's when they're ill. So it's trying to get to them before something might happen and raising awareness of what symptoms might be for prostate cancer, for example, where you can go and get tested and checked, and sort of just advice and things like that. That's just an example of the sort of stuff we do for health and wellbeing. Equalities and inclusion pretty much does what it says on the tin. We, throughout all of our projects, and that area kind of relates to everything that we do in all of our projects and all of our departments, is that we try to include everybody, whether they're physically disabled, mentally disabled, whether they're 92 or 12, we try and make all of our projects accessible and inclusive for everyone. Sports development is your grassroots. Predominantly, as we're a football club, it goes back to the football. However, we do a range of different sports as well. Volleyball, table tennis are quite big at the moment. Pretty much you name it and we do it. We also do a lot of school activities, so don't know how much you know about PE teachers at school. They have to have now so much time off a week so that they can do marking and other things, which is where some of our coaches then step in and take over some of their lessons for them. And obviously they're dressed in their Tottenham Hotspur kit. To the little kids, they think, you know, that's a Tottenham Hotspur player, so for them, they love it and it's great. They don't know any different, but it's, you know, really, really good for them. So.